The white marker is a really great tool to use when you have information on a slide that you don't necessarily want the kids to see all at once. A couple of examples would be if you have some writing that's already all done, but you maybe don't want the kids to copy the whole thing at once because you want to stop and talk about the information. Or if you have a math problem where you've already got the answers put up there and you're just having the kids kind of check their work, but you don't want them to see the answers. So what the white marker does is it kind of covers everything up so you can't see it, and then you erase it away and magically reveal this information that has been there the whole time. The kids just couldn't see it. This is definitely a preparation tool. It's something that you will generally use before you present the lesson. So you would be doing the white markering before you show the kids the information. You're not usually using the white marker as you work, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't. To make a white marker, you click on the pens tool. And you can click on any one of these. I usually just click on the first one because it's easy. You'll go over to the color tool, and obviously you're going to go to white. And then what I normally do is I'll go to line styles, and I'll pick the biggest one, because for me, when I'm using this, I usually want to cover up a lot of information at once. You know, I want it to be quick. I want it to be easy. You can use any of the smaller tools if you have something a little smaller you want to cover up. But for me, it's usually been the faster I can get it done, the better. So once you do that, you just come out and you click and you start basically drawing over the things that you want to cover. So it's pretty fast when you use that big fat marker. And if you're really good, you can get it done in one swipe. I'm not quite that good. So I will have to go back up and kind of cover the edges, which is fine. You just want to make sure that none of the lines are showing so that the kids can't really see that there's stuff there. So that's over typed print. Now down here for this, something that was written with a marker, you do have to lock this in place before you can write over it, because otherwise if you write over it with a white marker and you erase, you're going to erase all the ink. So this one is already locked into place. So I'm just going to take that white marker and cover up the answer. Oops, got a little bit enthusiastic there. No big deal. Just going to undo it. So now when a child is looking at this, they're not going to see any of the rest of the information. And then how you kind of wow them is you'll use the eraser tool. And when it's time to present that information, so they've all written sea turtles or interesting animals, you use the eraser, and you're going to want to pick the big one for if you used the big marker, because you kind of want it all to go at once. And then you just erase. Ooh, that was a little too big. So I'm going to go back to the medium eraser. And there you go. So I'm just going across and erasing that second sentence. And I could have used the bigger one and erased it all at once, and that wouldn't have been a big deal. So now the second sentence is up. You can start talking about that with the math. So I've asked the kids, you know, what do you think the answer is? And I can have a student come up and just erase. And anything that they erase here is going to stay because we did lock it in place. So that is how you use the white marker in Smart Notebook.